There are places where the ground disappears before life has time to look down. After the black water, the valley lifts itself into stone, cloud, and cold. Here, water falls through cloud before it touches stone. Those who escaped the mud now step into stone. Water leaves silence and becomes sound. A lake can stand between the sky and the abyss. Aru follows the voice of cold wind into a world where height has teeth. Mist does not hide the sky. It hides death beneath the feet. The path is made from what once lived and what is already melting. Hunters of the high stone know how to stand where prey fears to look down. Sometimes the mountain hunts with its own weight. Salt pulls tired bodies higher into danger. Horns and herd become a wall on the edge of stone. Wind can carve stone into a throat. Slowness survives where speed can slip.
Even in cold, life searches for one wet edge.
The small know that the sky also has claws. On the cliffs, the sky is never empty. Clouds here do not stay above the head. They walk across the ground. Mist can make an abyss pretend to be a path. Aru learns to question emptiness before stepping into it. The new day does not bring warmth. It only makes the cold clearer. A living fortress learns to walk softly on stone. In the echo cave, one drop becomes a herd. Water still moves, even when the surface pretends to sleep. The cliff hunter waits for a foot to choose the wrong stone. When stone speaks, the sky lever first. The ruler of flat ground meets a place too narrow for its power. On the cliffs, wind does not pass through the world. It attacks it. A mother can feel the cliff before the young can see it. The bridge does not break at first. It warns. Each step is a promise made to ice. Below the path is not darkness. It is cloud, hiding depth. No high path is free of eyes that know the stone. Water falls, but wind decides where it lands. The lake hears movement from inside the mountain.
Sometimes a presence is only a circle on the water.
Even wings must respect water that moves without wind. Wind turns stone into the bones of the mountain. Experience stands between the young and the mountain's falling weight. One stone can wake an entire lake. A hunter on the cliff needs little ground, only the right edge.
Frozen moss turns the mountain into terraces of survival. The struggle begins again at the size of a leaf.
When mist leaves, a new fear appears. The mountain turns one roar into many hunters.
Echo can hunt by confusion.
Aru learns that sometimes the sky answers more honestly than sound. The end of day does not soften the mountain. A source of life can become thin beneath too much need.
When minerals grow scarce, gentle bodies become walls.
Night brings something colder than darkness.
The small find doors where water blinds the large. Behind falling water, the mountain keeps a wet and secret room. Night doubles the sky in cold water.
The small must cross before the path becomes air.
Cloud can erase the road after it has saved you. Cold water can change its mind. Two rulers meet, where one wrong step becomes a fall. Sound can make cold fall from stone.
In the shadow of giants, the wise climb before the lake opens. Aru learns that bright stone is not always the safest stone.
A fallen tree becomes the only road.
Once again, sound becomes a map through danger.
For a moment, the smallest lives stop crossing alone.
Then old strength climbs into a place where strength must move slowly. Strength becomes a ledge between stone and the abyss.
A short bridge can carry a bloodline beyond the cloud.
Even stone must answer to the breath of the mountain. Even rulers know when the ledge belongs to deep water.
After chaos, the true shape of the cliff returns.
It is wounded, but it still carries water. There is no complete victory, only those still able to leave before the mountain moves again. Aru finds water the abyss has not claimed. From the wound in cold stone, the smallest life begins again. Charok does not come to own the high cliffs. He comes when the valley needs strength. Serpenthra remains, the shadow beneath cold water. One day, only meltwater may remember these steps. The valley changes, and every creature must change with it. In a world of mist and height, intelligence learns to ask the wind. But the high cliffs have only begun to speak in stone. For the herd, numbers become the first wall against the wind. Hunger learns to stand still inside the stone wall. Even still ice can be breathing. The old stone hides water above the reach of falling cliffs. Aru knows the night is dangerous, but the troop still needs water. The warm cracks call prey, and prey calls hunters. Here, one ledge can appear as 10. Aru learns that eyes are not enough. The wind must be read. Fast eyes are not always truthful eyes. The high cliff opens another dangerous vein. Even armor cannot argue with weak ice. Patience is a hunter's quietest tooth. A small stone can reveal a hidden abyss. The wind tries to enter the heart of the cold stone. Horns cannot stop the wind, but the herd can shield its young. Safety lasts only while vigilance remains awake. Even the source of life can withdraw. Even the largest hunter chooses the safer drop. Under every gift of water, a shadow demands respect.
The cliff becomes a dream of mist and stone.
Survival can be taught if there is still time. Not every sound is meant for the hunter. The day begins with the stone temporarily still. Water, stone, and moss feed a strange new green. Sometimes the sky is not hunting, it is measuring the wind. News of water travels by mist. Not every giant can enter the place that might save it.
Each species finds a different way to take its share.
The cliffs hold the image of giants they cannot carry. The hunter survives by choosing what it can reach. Aru turns a dead branch into a question for the ice. The mountain changes faster than memory. Hunters favor the moments when the world loses its edges.
One sound placed well can move danger.
The smallest survive through doors the hunters cannot enter. The one who leads often drinks last.
Light returns, but the mountain has not finished speaking.
When hidden minerals narrow, peaceful bodies become walls. Its greatest weapon is not the horn, but where it chooses to stand. It knows chaos will make the first mistake.
The cold water doubles the fear before anything strikes. Aru uses false images to find real danger.
Beneath every high path, the hidden water turns again. The frost-mist cliffs begin to sing their dangerous song. The bond between mother and young holds against the sound of moving stone. The maze is loyal to no hunter. The shadow beneath cold water no longer wants silence. The ruler of the ground has learned to respect deep water.
The sky opens another trial after the mist.
Wind wakes every road the mountain tried to hide. Every creature understands when stone stops being a path. In a maze of mist and height, intelligence becomes a lantern. The smallest lives learn to walk behind wisdom. The mountain opens a path with the sound of breaking stone. Even strength learns fear when the ground beneath it can become sky. A single hand becomes a wall against falling stone. When wisdom and strength move together, life finds one more opening. Experience knows when to move before the chance closes. The world dissolves into the color of wind and stone.
The hidden heart of cold water spills beyond the cliff.
Even the shadow beneath cold water is driven lower by the flood. Survival is sometimes the wisdom to abandon victory. After chaos, the true shape of the mountain returns. The wounds of stone become mirrors of mourning. A small reunion is a victory large enough for one day. The guide leaves danger last. Hunger remains, but today it must wait.
Aru has learned to use the high cliffs without belonging to their height. Even broken cold can become a beginning.
The cliffs have lost their perfect silence, but not their gift. Harok does not need to stand inside the story to shape it. Serpenthra has not vanished. It has only retreated where cold water keeps secrets. From danger, a new river of life begins. The smallest pioneers return first. At last, even those too large to climb receive their share.
One breath of cold water changes the edge of the valley.
The water holds every image, but keeps no creature forever.
Aru is no longer trapped by the height of its own image.
Each survivor takes a share, then leaves before the gift becomes a trap. The living fortress leaves the land of high mist. The sky begins to remember its color.
The wound of cold stone becomes a cradle.
There is no permanent peace, only distance between hungers. Legends do not remain to be thanked. Every place they survive becomes another lesson written into the land. A memory of cold becomes a shelter of life. In a world of mist and height, the survivor knows which wind is honest. The prehistoric planet never stops changing. On the prehistoric planet, life must not only climb higher, it must know when height itself is hunting.